lot of sharp dressers coming off that Spurs bus as they arrived at the arena. Pumped up and primed for action. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Bulls. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season. Look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Victor Wembanyama is out there with money. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Johnson. And it's Wall in at the point. And for Chicago, we'll see DeRozan and Williams playing it forward. White is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. Hey guys, let's be honest here. A bit of a mismatch looking at the quality of these teams on paper. But we see these types of games in this league, and sometimes they can surprise you.
Listen, every team is not a title contender. Some squads are in that rebuilding phase. Let's see if the weaker team can compete tonight.
And so off the tip, it's San Antonio. Gonzalez into the lane. And it's good, 2 points. Gonzalez has got his team on the board to start the game for the Spurs.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Rejected by Gonzalez. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
DeRozan against Johnson. Passes it to Vassell. From outside the arc. Rebound San Antonio. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
You know what? Every win counts in this league, and both of these teams want every victory they can get.
Hey, Steve, looking at Zach LaVine now. Still a very impressive score.
He's just so consistent, Kevin, capable of connecting from anywhere on the floor. He's really put in the work to be a lights-out scorer.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And LaVine comes to help. Takes the 3. And Gonzalez pulls it down.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Back to Johnson. Spurs working the ball around now. Gonzalez, that's good. 8 points for money.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's DeRozan. 17 points in his last outing. 1:16 left to play here in the first.
That was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Bulls making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Then for the Spurs. Sharge checked in for Wembanyama. And it's Powell in for John Wall. Bulls have gone 0-5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Hey, Greg, to touch on the Bulls for a moment, defense has been an emphasis for them.
It has, and they went through several years playing subpar D, and it cost them. They began to turn things around a couple seasons ago, and it has served them well.
With his height, Vucevic, a tough matchup inside for any defense.
Taken away by Williams. Outside, ball. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The Spurs have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Gonzalez into the lane.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now. That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Lonzo Ball picks one up. The Spurs shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Shooting for San Antonio, Gonzalez at the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taylor's checked in for Vucevic. Torrey Craig comes in for Williams. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Devin Vassell. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kobe White. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And there's the call on Dario Saric. That is his first foul of the game. Osumu, he's checked in for the Bulls.
For your Bulls, number 12, Ayo Dosunmu.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Takes a step back. Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Good on the three-point shot.
DeRozan so used to creating off the dribble. That time just able to catch and shoot.
Gonzalez down low. From down in the low post, it goes. Gonzalez has got 16.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
You know, Steve, the last couple years, league-wide, scoring is way up for teams, but also for individual players. What's your read on that?
Well, I think from the scoring situation, defense is totally different than when we played. It's more free-flowing. Also, the three-point shot, they're taking way more three-point shots, long rebounds, they have fast break, more fast break and transition points. But it all comes down to shooting a three. More threes mean more points.
DeRozan out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Taylor in at the 5. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
DeRozan, that's good.
The floor awareness of ball, excels at getting the ball to his uncovered teammates.
Here's San Antonio now.
And you watch the way DeRozan gets his. He really pounds that mid-range area.
Reason why, GA, his strong ball handling skills gets him into the lane. He also has the vertical to shoot over pretty much anyone, and he is comfortable with his back to the basket.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Fires away from way outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 11. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Powell kicks to Saric. Here's Sohan. The rebound by Dosunmu. The Bulls shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. DeRozan, he drains the quick shot. And that's now 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Taylor. Williams comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Vassell, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Kobe White in for Dosunmu. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Gonzalez. Yes, that goes in. Gonzalez has got 18 points in the game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
It's White on the wing. Down low. Here's Vassell. Saric grabs the board. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. White finds ball. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 5. Chicago needs to get a shot on. Vucevic with the bucket.
This displays Nikola's impressive level of concentration. Able to drain shots right on the defense.
Gonzalez into the lane, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. And the shot is good. Gonzalez has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Big road stretch, long time away from families. But if team chemistry is good, your family on the road is in that locker room.
That is the ultimate. Seems like all the competitive teams have that camaraderie. And now talking about our current game, gotta be impressed with the big halftime lead for the San Antonio Spurs.
Right now, they're scoring the ball with ease. Good decision-making, kind of punishing the defense for overplaying certain guys. They just seem a step ahead.
Or 10 steps ahead. This game hasn't been close for a minute.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Zach LaVine. Money out there with Wembanyama. And it's Wall, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Williams can't hit.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama has this uncanny combination of size and skill. He says most bigs play basketball because they're tall. I started playing before I knew I would be this height. Since I was 5 or 6 years old, I always had a ball. I was built for this, I guess. All of what happens to Kevin?
Yeah, a long road, D.A. Thank you. And here are the Bulls now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Johnson against DeRozan. Connects in the foul line jumper. DeRozan's got 9.
So smooth from these in-between areas. DeRozan, gotta love his tenacity.
San Antonio calls timeout. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. Taking a look at New York, they're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
And San Antonio, they are rolling, showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized. We'll see if they can keep this up.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. On the wing, LaVine, and the pass to Wembanyama. Wall against White. Here's Gonzalez, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. 28 points for Money.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Timeout called, the Bulls.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for Vassell. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month, top shooters. You look at Money, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
.135 left in the third. White against LaVine. White dishes the ball. That shot misses. Good defense by Wembanyama. Gonzalez into the lane. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
.110 left here in the third quarter. It's White on the wing. The Bulls with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Ball. Right now, he's averaging 11 points a game.
We've seen Williams' confidence grow since he came into the league. He has real belief in his three-point shot now.
Ball passes to Levine. Here's Gonzalez. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. So for the Bulls, Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Patrick Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for DeMar DeRozan. And San Antonio also making a switch. Powell's checked in. Pass to Vucevic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Johnson against Caruso. Rejected by Gonzalez. Plays it up and banks it in. Gonzalez has got 34 points.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Gonzalez. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Vucevic is the pivot. Williams is in the other post spot. Kevin Vassell out there with White. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's White. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines. And that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
DeRozan against Johnson. And Vucevic kicks to DeRozan. Oh, Vucevic in position.
Sharing the wealth out there. DeRozan getting another guy a shot.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
Once again, Chicago Bulls.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Gonzalez. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Gonzalez has got 40 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 22. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter, so Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Fans, let's hear you one more time for the Incredible.
There's 1:54 left in the game. Dosunmu's shot is off. Spurs leading by 22. Here's Sohan. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Hey, Steve, when Sohan has the ball, he is pedal to the metal in the full throttle. All gas and no brake.
Kevin, he's a one-track mind with the ball in his hands. Get to the bucket is his mindset, and he's just as aggressive on the defensive side.
The first free throw is good. And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting, though, two out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in. But I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind.
A top 10 pick in the 2022 draft. Jeremy Sohan is a hustler, plays extremely hard, is a
Here's Sohan. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in mid. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Money.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Sohan. The shot from the low post is good.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
And it's Sohan missing. And here is Dosunmu. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. Now, let's check out our New Balance Player of the Game, Money.